10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's not gonna work with that kind of
transaction completed.
Live at CNT.
DLE, what up? If you knew how hard it is to live without.
Yeah. You know what it is. It's quite a one big deal. It's us, it's we, it's DLE. I'm in here by myself. Nah, I'm lying. I got my peoples in here this weekend, man. We had to do it this way. First of all, I want to apologize to everybody from last week. I had to watch my Giants lose their first game. Okay, this is a what do you call it? Tradition that we do every season. We watch the Giants lose their first games. Okay, their first two games, because today we just caught another L. Chill. Another one. Yeah. Another one. So what I will say is, after the two L's that the Giants caught, I caught an L right after that, and we'll talk about that. But what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna get into a little music. All right, we're gonna rock like two joints, whatever. Come back and we're gonna entertain you guys. I got two guests coming in right now with me. I got my homeboy Just in the building with me.
Yo, what up?
Yeah, that's my homie right there. Where you from, Just?
Queens, you already know.
All right, cool. All right. So, I met up with him with my homeboy Dave G. Dave G, what up? You know Dave G from the Friday show that he got. And then I got my homegirl here. Yeah, go by the name of Miss E. It's stamped.
Hello.
Yeah. No, don't do that. Don't act like that.
Don't act like what?
Don't act like that. Get up on that.
Oh, you don't want me to be professional?
Yeah, get up on the mic.
Okay.
Test that mic. Pause.
Well, it's loud in my ears, so I want to make sure it's not
Okay, you good.
killing everybody else.
Right. And Miss E, where you originally from?
Crescent City, Florida.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm Floridian, and more Floridian.
And she also got a show going. We in construction with that right now, but we gonna figure this out. But we'll be back. We're gonna get into a little bit of music, and when we come back, we're gonna entertain y'all, because I know a lot of y'all teams just lost today. So y'all come on back, all right?
Let me check some stats.
Yeah, it's terrible out there. Giants suck. Defense gotta go. But you know what it is? It's us, it's we, it's DLE. I'm quite a one big deal. We'll be right back. Yeah.
Boss man. King.
Some of that bass out.
We up. Yeah, we up. I've been working for a long time. Bruce said it's crunch time. Swear it's been a long line. Now we got the spotlight. Yeah, we up. Yeah, we up. We up. Yeah, we up. We up. Yeah, we up. I've been working for a long time. Bruce said it's crunch time. Swear it's been a long line. Now we got the spotlight. Tell him we up. Yeah, we up. Now I'm going to the moon. This messenger's on a dead fresh, no tune. Top flight chandelier. Tom Brady with it, making plays of the year. We up. Now it's time to re-up. I'ma keep my feet up. Tell the head to keep up. We up. Yeah, I'm about to stay up. And we gotta wait up. And we on the way up. We up. We up. Yeah, we up. We up. I've been working for a long time. Bruce said it's crunch time. Swear it's been a long line. Now we got the spotlight. Yeah, we up. Yeah, we up. We up. Yeah, we up. We up. Yeah, we up. I've been working for a long time. Bruce said it's crunch time. Swear it's been a long line. Now we got the spotlight. Tell him we up. Yeah, we up. I've been working for a long time. Every day it's crunch time. Party for a long time. Haters that is most high. Great time to feel good. Watch why I do it to a hill with that good. Now she all amongst them. Tell them we up. I got my niggas with me till I run up. And if you from the north side, stand up. All the independent artists, what up? Yeah, what up? We up. We up. Yeah, we up. We up. I've been working for a long time. Bruce said it's crunch time. Swear it's been a long line. Now we got the spotlight. Yeah, we up. Yeah, we up. We up. Yeah, we up. We up. Yeah, we up. I've been working for a long time. Bruce said it's crunch time. Swear it's been a long line. Now we got the spotlight. Tell him we up. Yeah, we up.
Oh, it's not gonna work with that kind of.
Transaction completed.
Live at CNT.
If you knew how hard it is to live without.
Oh, which one you want me? Instagram or Facebook?
Hey, yo. Go to the Facebook, Joe. Hey, yo, it's us, it's we, it's DLE, man. It's quite a one big deal, man. Yeah, Giants do suck. Dave G, what up? Shout out to Dave G out there, man. I apologize. You know, we came back laughing. Hey, Blondre, what up, man? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sitting out here shouting everybody out from Instagram to Facebook. Ronnie, what up, Ronnie? Again, so yes, Giants suck. All right, the defense suck. I ain't gonna say nothing else about it. But it's a work in progress. We ain't got no wide receivers. It seemed like Saquon Barkley is doing all the damn work out here. But it's all good. You know, once we start getting our receivers back, we'll be all right. Other than that, man. So I got two special guests in here with me. What's the topic? Basically, we just really, I don't really go by a certain topic. We just kind of just flow. All right, that's what this show is about. We flow. We changing how radio is. I know y'all tired of hearing the same thing on radio. And I decided to go ahead and say, let's give some of these independent artists a chance to get on the same radio waves that the mainstream is. So we actually listen to everything. All right. Oh no, I don't do sport or politics. Oh, okay, got you. So anyway, check this out. So I got my homeboy Just in the building. Just say what up to them.
What up, people? What's going on? How's everybody doing out there today?
Yeah.
Beautiful Sunday.
Yeah. How was your week?
Week was alright, man. I can't complain. Week was pretty good.
So I don't want to get into what you do because I don't think you can actually speak on it, right? Mm-hmm. You certain things you can't touch. So we're not going to talk about what you do, but how can I even? I'm trying to go in the angle to.
Well, I'll tell you what. I do work in a profession which is forever evolving.
Yeah.
It's very, very evolving. It has a lot of power.
Yeah. Yeah. And they can get on your nerves.
Of course they can. and with any job, any profession, any place you at, you got people in place that could, use their power and their authority.
Yes. And I think I just dealt with something like that recently. So that's my homeboy Just. He's originally from Queens, if y'all ain't hear that earlier. All right, Dave G, this is my homeboy Dave G introduced me and Just was a straight up, he just was a straight up good dude, man. And from the day I met him, he never act like I was just a stranger. And we kind of share the same, views. views. Now on another note, I got another homegirl up in here. Not another homegirl. I got my homegirl up in here. And she go by the name of Miss E. All right. So, and that stamp, she ain't running away from that name, Miss E. She gonna have a show on DLE Radio. You ain't got no choice.
Don't have a choice.
Yeah, you just got to deal.
Yeah.
So Miss E, originally from Florida, she's out here in the ATL. Miss E, please introduce yourself. Where you from?
I'm Missy. I'm from Florida. Been here for quite a long time, but I'm still not a peach.
She's not. No, I think you're a peach. What's a long time?
Since 90.
Oh, you are Georgia.
No, I'm
you from
not.
Georgia,
no,
man.
No, I am not.
You from Georgia
no, I'm
now.
Not.
Oh, okay. So
you're not gonna claim that?
I'm not gonna claim that.
What's your favorite team? Football.
Oh, the Dolphins.
God, I think somebody
Dolphins.
said you was
all day.
You was a Bucks fan as well.
Well, I do support my other two teams, Jaguars and the Bucks, but if we're gonna go die hard, we're gonna just go ahead and go with the Dolphins. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And you say you're a Giants fan?
Hey, stop.
Did you really? Okay, I'm just making sure you still really want to do that. We got room for you.
Nah. I'm true to my blue. I'm true to big blue.
We got room for you.
Yeah, nah.
You just?
Giants fan.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just kind of hard to speak on that.
Yeah.
Because what we've been.
It's a little complicated.
I get it. Got a little choked up in here. I get it.
It's
I get it.
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
I get it.
Yeah.
We had a loss last week too, so it's.
Yeah, y'all did. I think y'all got a loss this week too.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
But so what's gonna happen here today is we have the hot box coming in here, and these are the people that they have infused hot wings in all kinds of way. Now, from my understanding, they supposed to be bringing in some wings. Oh, we got the homie Zay up in the building too with the camcorder. He about to do his thing. You know the thing. You know what I mean? I suggest anybody. Oh, you thought it was chicken coming in here.
Yeah, I got real excited. He smiled like he had chicken.
Word. He did come in here with the box, right? But anyway, so basically, here's the deal. I was just pulled over by the Smyrna police coming from this L that I took on the field with the Giants, and I caught another L. They were trying to give me 2 L's because as I was driving, basically the officer had to be about 8 to 10 cars ahead of me, right? Pulled over. He had already pulled somebody else over and just let them go. You could literally see them driving off, right? Wow. But they were still parked. As I'm coming up, they decided, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and veer off into the lane. So they veer off into my lane and then jumps into the far right lane. Okay. As I pass them, now I ain't stupid. I ain't trying to outdo the cop.
Right.
Something told me to. Something was like, yo, slow down even more. But I look at the speed limit and it's 45 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at my car. I'm on 45 miles. As I drive, I'm going past the officer, and what do you know? Hops his blue ass right behind me.
Yeah, you
he got right behind me. And them lights cut on automatically as soon as he climbed behind me. Embarrassing. Because when I got pulled over, the dude told me I was doing 65 and a 45. And and I'm like, well, how you figure? Because I'm looking, I see you in front of me, fam.
I was getting ready to say, weren't you in front of him beforehand, right?
He was way ahead of me. So, everybody, your intentions, the first thing you do is when you see an officer, you slow down, period. Of course, yeah. Right? So I seen him. I let go of the gas. I was already doing 45.
Yeah, slow down, but don't brake.
Yeah,
don't brake, just
true.
slow down. And then sometimes, like how you just went to 45 and now y'all kind of like side by side.
Head to head.
You can actually just kind of ease by. Because when you slow down, like he knows like, oh, now something's wrong. He's completely stopping. He doesn't want to pass me.
Right.
Now, he's thinking there's something wrong with his tag.
Right.
Or whatever else they want to think. But,
well, in this particular situation, he must have felt like, okay, he's not being respectable and sped up. I mean, he just gonna drive past me. Okay. But the thing is, he had somebody in front of him in that lane. So I was supposed to slow down and just be like, okay, just, cut back in front of me and go. So anyway, I'm just going by my thing. I ain't do nothing wrong. Yeah. Pulls me over, tells me that I was doing 65 and a 45. Okay. And then told me that my registrations was expired, and I'm like, how? Suspended. Yeah. I don't know how your registrations, but I guess
that can be through the insurance.
Yeah. And I did just change my insurance company, so he gave me a warning for that, but he definitely didn't let me go for that speeding thing.
Really?
Yeah, he did. So I took 3 L's today, all within 40, not even 45 minutes. So that's how that go. But what do we do when because it's like when you first get pulled over, you don't want to get into questioning him too much, and I played the nice guy, hands on the steering wheel. when he came to the window, I did like, look. For real, you gonna play me like that? So I was just like that. I had my hands on the steering wheel, and what I ended up doing was when he said, like, I ain't touched the window or nothing because I got AC on, right? So he knocks on the window. like this.
Oh shit.
And he was like, "Yeah, go ahead." And I hit the button for the. Thank God the damn window is electric. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's power. Because when I hit the button, the window starts rolling down. And he was like, "License registration." I'm like, "What?" In Georgia, I thought when you give them your license, right? They supposed to be able to read everything, right?
They can't. No, they're not from the license.
Mm-hmm.
When he sees your tag, he can tell whether you got insurance.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? He can tell if the insurance is valid because when the registration comes back, it's gonna have your insurance at the bottom,
right?
And it'll have the date,
right,
whether it's valid or not.
So and the good thing is, all right. So here's my thing: the two young people that are in here, Just and Miss E, they're in that field. Okay, I can't tell you exactly what it is, but they're in that field. So this is why we're talking about this right now. So my thing is, if these officers can see that and read that, why the hell are they asking us to go into our wallets? Because
it's just intimidation. Sometimes.
It gotta be.
It's also a tactic to make for conversation. If I ask you a simple question like that, I want to see your reaction, or the officer may be trying to see your reaction. Is he nervous? Does he have that? It's just a tactic to kind of induce conversation to see who you're dealing with.
Okay.
If you're someone confident not doing anything, sure, officer, I give you whatever you need.
Right.
If you may be somebody who's hiding something or doesn't want to be involved, you may be a little bit more defensive. Why you need that for?
Right.
And then you just have some people that just automatically they just get nervous. Period. They haven't done anything wrong. Everything is legit, but they just get nervous. Like me, if I know I'm not wrong, I'm automatically mad. But I got to bring it together before they get to the car.
Yeah, that was me.
So I got to bring it together.
I was on the verge of just saying, yo, what the, like, not getting like that, but I was on the verge of just being mad. You know, like, yo, what you stopping for? I know when I was when I seen you, I stopped driving fast. So you pulling me for what? But he basically told me, people, I'm just telling y'all right now, these cops are saying that they could laser you from behind. So is that true?
It's true. Yeah.
See, I wouldn't.
So maybe
that one I don't know about. I just hate to even hear the word laser.
In fact,
period.
the way the laser works, you can catch someone coming or going away from it.
Say
And the
word.
Same exact speed.
So I wonder if maybe
Yeah.
I did. Oh gosh.
maybe I was hitting 65 way back there then. Because when I seen him is when I said chill out, and I put I put some clamps down on them brakes. So maybe so I'm just gonna go ahead and take that L. So yeah.
But I got a valid question. How come when people actually interact with police officers now, why is there so much anxiety there? Why do y'all think that is? Because like you said, you're either gonna be upset, you may be nervous. What do you think invokes that reaction when dealing with law enforcement? Is it because of the current climate? With the unarmed killings, what do you think it is?
I've been this way since I was a kid. I'll tell you what, my first experience with a dirty officer, I was maybe 13, 14, and it was a school fight, and we all ended up at the Chinese store. I was actually ordering some food, and I had my mother just brought me this triple fat goose. The trench joint it was red with the black fur on it. Yeah, so I was
right up our alley.
Yeah, we ain't have it like that. So that jacket was everything to me. And I was in the store, but I made my order, came out where the crowd was at and the fight was at. Old boy pulled up, everybody's kind of scattered. Some of us was still like, ain't nobody think about you, and me, I'm outside as he's telling people to get out, go home. I'm like, I ain't gotta go home, I just I'm ordering my food. So I'm trying to go back in there, and he, like, from that day, he grabbed my damn jacket, popped all the buttons. I'm talking about this a fresh triple fat goose. He popped all the top buttons, man, and yoked me up and everything, man. So I think from that day on, I always had an issue with officers because and it wasn't like I was just a vigilante just talking crazy to them every time I got pulled over or stopped. But I've seen them do things and just I seen them spark up things that didn't have to go so far. So a lot of times when I see officers and I look at a lot of officers and forgive me to a lot of the good cops, all right? Because what some of us do, and we are wrong, we got this notion that a lot of officers are kids that went to school that was not
They did not
tough.
have friends.
Yeah,
I
they
say
did not
that
have friends,
all the
and
time.
they was bullied. You know, and now they got this badge on them, and they can stand behind the badge and do what they want to do and bully other people. So I always felt that way about a lot of officers. But then I got an uncle that was an officer. You know, he passed away. You know, rest in peace to him. But yeah, so you know, I always had issues with officers just because of, man, the way I was treated, you know. So now but even and that's with me being I'll say obedient, you know, even with me being cool about the things, I was taught to a certain way, you know, and I see my little cousins and stuff go through things. So that's why I'm like that. I don't what you think, Missy?
I blame a lot of it on sometimes the environment. Like, I used to think, like, how can you have not ever encountered a good officer and a bad officer? I used to think that was impossible.
Right.
But then I think about, okay, if you live in a certain environment and you got the same police policing the same area all the time, then this is who you're getting. This is basically who's bothering you all the time,
All the
because you got
time.
the same. And then you have maybe sometimes you have another officer that maybe works another beat in that same environment, and he's like considered the good cop.
Yeah,
but
and-
now you got these two
neck
and neck.
And you don't, but that's a good, because the actual cop that did that to me when I was younger, he was considered RoboCop. Everybody knew him as RoboCop.
Everybody had one of those.
Everybody had a
everywhere.
RoboCop in your hood, right?
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah. So and that's, I think that was the thing. I do agree with what you're saying, you know. And then you meet a good cop, and you kind of like, because I do remember having some good cops in the area, and you know, everybody messed around with him, but not in a disrespectful manner.
Yeah.
You know, and he was cool. But then you had RoboCop that come around and just, you know,
A lot of these people aren't psychologically stable.
I agree with
That's
that.
the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been ear hustling, if you would, and heard some recruits that had just come from New York, and they were already police there, so they transferred here, and they were like, "Oh, I can't wait! I want to go to the Bluff," which, if you're from here, you know that's like one of the areas, like,
Right.
you shoot, they shoot back,
Right.
you fight, they fight
So
back.
it sound like they gun-ho.
Oh yeah, they get to it in the Bluff.
Yeah.
So, and they really wanted to go there, and I'm like, no, maybe you really don't know what you're asking for.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
in my back of my mind, I'm like, go ahead,
Yeah.
go on over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's sad, because you come from somewhere else with a whole state of mind of negativity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just before you worked in the career field did you have any dealings with, you know, bad cops here and there?
Oh yeah, all the time. See, my anxiety from dealing with law enforcement comes from growing up in New York. If anybody knows anything about New York, they got that whole stop and frisk thing, which I think is just another ploy used to
Right.
stereotype and deal with different people.
Yeah.
Perfect example. I'll never forget this. I wasn't doing anything wrong. Never been a hoodlum. I was going to a popular nightclub in New York. Me and my cousin would get there. We walk away from my vehicle, walking towards the venue. Police pull up in the paddy wagon. Like, yo, where you coming from? Sir, I'm going to the club.
Right.
Where's your car at? Back here. All right, come on, let's go back to the car.
See,
Then they just
I know, right?
pat
That's
me
what it's
down,
like.
I know.
pat me down, search the car and all that. They didn't find anything, but this is how they try to make you comply.
Right.
At this point, when you're young, you don't know that I have option A, so I didn't do nothing wrong. You're not searching my car.
Right.
But they use that fear of intimidation, like, you know what? You're gonna let me search your car.
Yeah.
And I know I didn't do anything wrong, so you go ahead. But now in my mind, every time I deal with any officer, it's like, okay, are they using fear and intimidation to make me do what I'm supposed to do? I think that's where the anxiety, and now it's getting to the point now where all the officer has to do is say, hey, I'm scared. Now they shooting people who don't have any guns. That baffles me.
Now, granted, don't get it misconstrued. The cop that did that to me was a black officer. How about y'all?
I come across one that he's super nice now, but he doesn't remember what he did to me.
Right.
I give him nothing when I see him, and I think he's really trying to figure out, like, why is she so cold? But one day I was on Auburn Avenue, and true enough, I had a friend. I had a friend that was down there that I was about to go pick up, and I knew, you know, what life he lived.
Right.
But he also knew, like, okay, I can't mix what I got going on now, so everything is fine. You can come where I am. So when I went to go to pick him up, he was like, you know what? I have a lot of trouble with that officer right there. So just come further up the street. But before I could do that, and all I had did was pulled over for just a minute. Let me tell you what I'm driving. I'm driving a 1987 white Toyota Camry station wagon. I did say station wagon. Yes, I did.
Wow.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Yo, you had to. What was your? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, because there's a whole. No. First of all, I didn't pick that out. There's a whole story to that.
All right, cool.
You know, but anyway, when he came to the car, he was like, "What are you doing down here?"
Right.
What are you doing down here?
Right. Like, why you questioning?
And I felt like I could do that a little bit because I was like, we kind of work for the same people.
Right.
So but he didn't know it at the time.
Right.
And I love the essence of surprise. So
right.
When I gave him what he asked for. I don't have a problem with that. I gave him the license. And when he came back, he was so mad because he had nothing. And I know what he wanted. He wanted, oh, I hope she has a warrant or this or that. So when he comes back, he takes the license and he throws it really hard in my chest. Now, it took everything I had not to get out of that 1987 Toyota Camry station wagon. Yes. Yeah. So I never forgot that day because I'm like, now I see why no one likes you. And I know where he was working. It was a high crime area. You had people that were touring down there, people who were selling drugs down there, the whole everything. But he was the one that always had to make the guys pull their pants down.
See,
he's that guy.
Yeah, okay,
you see?
I got you.
And it's like, come on. Like, if you got 10 guys lined up and you know it's a heavy drug area, if you pat them down, you know at least probably 4 of them have something on them. So you don't all this taking them down, got to have them down to their underwear. That it becomes unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know, and he's also a brownie.
Well, so. You know, the reason why I mentioned that is because you know, that whole equality thing that we are asking for, black and brown people, a lot of the Caucasians feel like we're just talking about white officers. This thing is not about white or black. It's about equality, period, or being treated the same way. Yeah. I got a young man. I don't want to say his name, but shout out to him. He literally was driving to work the other day, hauling tail, like hitting it. Wow. Young boy got pulled over. He's been pulled over about 3 times since I've been working with him. Every time he's got a warning. Just a warning. Okay. You know, where you from? Blah, blah, blah. You know, country kid, you know, real southern kid, you know. Can't call him a redneck, but he got a farm and everything, man. Yeah, it's my partner though. He cool kid, man, real cool kid. I like the kid, man. And he came to work after lunch and he was like, man, I got pulled over again, man. And you know, hey, let me go. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm sure, you know.
Where was he?
Right in the same area I got pulled over.
Okay.
Right in the same area, Smyrna. Yeah. So you know, it's a little uneasy, you know, just like the young lady that's in the news now, you know, that we was talking about earlier about what's that, Felicity?
Felicity Huffman.
Yeah, you know, she's you know able to get what 14 days. From
I don't think Laura Loughlin. I can't remember what she got. She was
nothing yet. She's actually fighting it still.
Oh,
she's
okay.
to go to trial. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if anybody don't know about that situation, I'm sure y'all seen it all over Instagram where there was there's a black woman that didn't live in a district that she put her son in. She lied on the application. Am I right, Jess?
Yeah.
And basically, just to get her son into this school. She's going to jail. She went to jail already for like 5 years, right? She's serving 5 years.
She didn't spend any money.
Like
the other two paid money to get them into college, but this is just a district thing. Yeah. Oh my God!
You see what I'm saying? Black white thing, you know. Yeah. And that was in Connecticut. I don't know exactly that. I think that thing bugs me out too because we talk Connecticut. I thought maybe that would have been a South thing, but that
maybe
was
Midwest,
or
like we was talking
Midwest.
about earlier.
Yeah.
The main question is though, how come black people are criminalized so much more harsh than other races?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Better yet,
that's just- yeah,
yet, minorities at that.
Yeah.
Why are we more criminalized than other races?
Well, it goes back to history. They are afraid of the black man, and rightfully
better
so.
talk that,
Rightfully
sis.
so
Right.
now. Rightfully so for so many reasons. You know, they talk about send them all back to Africa. We don't need them anymore. Oh yes, you do.
Yeah.
You say build a wall. We don't need them anymore. Oh,
yeah.
yes, you
Oh,
do.
yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know, because what he would intend to do is just keep the people who are doing his landscaping, who are building or whatever
Oh, yeah.
they need done. But no, and then what I can't understand, and we'll go back to that because I know I veered off.
It's all right.
Your current wife, where is she from? I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's
Mail order.
Because
She's referred to number 45. If y'all don't know.
Right. I'm like, are you kidding me?
What up,
like,
sis?
you know, there's a wall for her too. Yes, it is. I'll build it.
So if y'all
I
don't
will build
know,
it.
because I'm trying to get her out into the open and come kick it with us a lot more. That's Miss E. Miss E is very funny, like naturally funny, and I don't know how to express how hilarious this young lady is, but just randomly, just being her. But you're right.
Yeah.
You're right, and I think now it's coming to the days where it's like, okay, we do have people out there standing up for us and everything, and I think like the whole situation with Jay-Z and the NFL thing, I said it the last time we spoke on it. I don't believe that Jay-Z is out looking. Of course, Jay ain't making no moves without making paper, right? We know that already. But I think with the whole, okay, he made his point. Cap made his point with the kneeling thing, but now we got to put some action in it behind it, which he did, But I think now that they know what that was for, they know the purpose of it. But now but I just don't know where he's going with it, and I just want to fall back and wait and see what happens. You know what I mean?
I think he should have, like when he said it, I think I know he says there needs to be more, but it's like when he made the statement, you got to have a little something to back it up with. You can't just drop the mic. You understand what I'm saying? You can't just say it and drop the mic. You have a little. This is why I'm saying this, and then people could understand, like, oh, that's where he come from.
Yeah.
Because people will grab it and go run with it,
Of course.
and just take it in so many different directions. But,
It's the sound bites.
Yeah.
People take sound bite real quick and flip the hell out of it.
I think he means well.
Yeah.
I think he totally means well. But and he's been around. He's been in enough corporate meetings.
Oh yeah.
And sitting amongst people who really don't want him to be where he is, no matter how much money he's spending.
Yeah, true indeed. True indeed.
But to affect any kind of real change, you need to have people in place to make this
You
change.
do.
Because I do agree with what you said that, Hov is not getting into this unless he's making some kind of paper over that. But realistically, him and his wife together worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
$1 billion. You can't spend $1 billion in multiple lifetimes. So realistically, for where he's at right now, I don't think money is his big motivating factor.
Right.
I believe he's truly trying to get into the NFL to actually enact some kind of
start
change.
making some changes.
You're right, because we can kneel all day long, but no change happens.
Yeah.
Cap's doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's still injustice. He's trying to bring light to the injustice. I believe Hov is trying to make some kind of change.
And to segue into something else, I know everybody kind of on this man back right now for what he's saying, and I ain't agreeing with the man at all. But I think he's making a point, and who I'm talking about is Malik Yoba. So here's the thing, right? I think what he's trying to now after seeing the video though, that's why I'm kind of holding back on what I want to say, because after seeing a video of him dressed in drag, and he didn't dress completely. You just see a face.
See, I missed that.
I missed
that.
They pulled up a video. The internet is,
undefeated.
Yeah.
Internet never loses.
So there's a video of him talking with. He did a play, I believe, and in this play, he I guess he was like I forgot the name of the character he played, but he got the makeup on and everything, but there's no wig on and no.
Shirley, it probably was Shirley.
He looked like he could have been a Shirley.
Shirley Yoba.
Yeah, you stupid, yeah. Man, so what? But as he's talking, like he's talking to the camera and having this interview. But the crazy thing about it is, you can't tell he wasn't out of character. Like it seemed like
he was a little comfortable.
It seemed like he was very comfortable. But when I seen him talking, and he had an interview with the two, I don't know if they was drags too or whatever you.
No, they were
transgenders.
transgenders.
Oh, transgenders.
And then the other young man, there was a young man on the end. He's just gay. Because with all these alphabet.
Yeah.
Now, it's just it's too much, and the reason why I say that, and it's not even a whole place in judgment type of thing, because I'm gonna believe what I want to believe all day, every day, and nobody's gonna change that.
Right.
Nevertheless, when you start saying really, really preposterous stuff like the doctor, when you're born, this was how they justified this. When you're born, the doctor just assigns you a sex. Even though you came out and you have a penis or a vagina.
That's a theory, you're right.
If you have a penis and, well, you're just a boy. Not you're a boy. They're saying you're not saying you're a boy because you have a penis. You're just a boy. So I could have come out, even though I have a vagina. No, you're a boy. That's in their mind.
Right.
It's like I'm gonna be whatever I want to be. And then they have like, now the one letter that really disturbs me, well, let me say confuses, let me not use the word disturb, is the P, which is for pansexual.
Yeah, what is that theory about?
Yeah, I was going to ask
pansexual.
Because they're adding a letter every other week.
That's
now.
Janelle Monáe is pansexual.
What is that?
That's when you don't identify with any sex. If you see me and you're attracted to me, okay, that's heterosexual. But then you might see Ken.
Wait.
I know.
Hold on. So wait.
They say wait.
So heterosexual is not a man that.
Heterosexual is straight man and woman.
Okay,
but
gotcha.
I'm saying, if you saw me and you said, "Oh gosh, I'm attracted to her," okay, and then you saw Ken, it's like, "Oh God, he's so cute too." You see what I mean? So it's like you like both. But here's where it gets tricky. In our world, what would we say? You're just bisexual.
Yeah.
Well, with that, they go past the bisexual, because bisexual, they feel like it's either or. But with pansexual, it's like, no, I just love people to be loving them.
Why everybody needs
and
so
I
much
just
of
can
them?
fall in love at any time with anyone. I'm like, that's still bisexual.
Yeah, I don't get the
It's just not
entitlement sense.
so they say it's not about sex. It's more just loving people.
What the hell ever.
And then you have omnisexual. I know. See, you can't see.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one either. Now.
Yeah,
What's the
omnisexual is close to pansexual, if I'm not mistaken. I think you ever watch there's a show called Billions on Showtime. Well, there's a character on there, I can't think of her name. She's a female, but she's got her hair is cut really, really low. She dresses like a dude. Now, looking at her real quickly, you
think it's a dude.
Just real quickly,
Right.
because if you go back and look at it, you can tell, okay, she's a female, but she's probably tapered down as far as breast or whatever. She doesn't have much.
Okay.
But I went and looked her up.
Is that
because
what
I
they
was
do?
like,
They tape their breasts down?
yeah, you just stand there all day and you just go around. You go round and around and around. So because you want to have the flat, effect.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
appearance
something.
of-
Yeah.
I ain't trying to throw no shade, but it's
Yeah.
a little shade. I got a stepfather back in the day. He used to wrap himself up.
Oh.
He used to wrap himself up,
Well, wait a
man.
minute. What rapping?
Like
lower?
with freaking
Because that's tucking.
what's the
Saran wrap.
No, nah,
The boxing tape.
no, the wrap. I don't know why I can't get it off my damn the wrap that, like, if you break your hand,
Ace bandage.
He used to take
Oh,
ace bandages
okay.
and wrap his arms right to make him look muscular, and then wrap his chest to make him look.
Oh,
I don't know how he shaped the bandages.
yeah,
but he
to
shaped
get
them-
buffed. Oh,
Yo,
I
like his
can't.
whole body, but then when
I
you look at the
can't.
bottom
I
of his
can't. I
body,
can't.
he was skinny as
Oh man,
It was weird, yo. It was real
Oh,
weird, man. Now that I'm old, I'm like, what the hell?
Well, you know
I always
what?
thought about like, what the hell?
better him taping
So was he
than
honest?
tucking, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm gonna give him some credit. You know, I'll take those wrapped up muscles rather than getting a surprise at the end of the night. Like, hey.
Well, I mean, eventually when he was out doing his thing, I'm sure some woman was like, "What the hell is you doing?"
Well, it's a little false advertising.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
unwrapping yourself.
a little false advertising. You know.
So this. See, my thing is this whole self-entitlement thing. Like, people need to have a title for something. First of all, I already don't like that they want to broadcast all this to, and I ain't got no problem with people sexual preference. You know what I mean? Whatever you gonna do your thing. But gosh damn it, don't throw everybody don't need to know what you're doing. We all don't need to be in your business.
It doesn't need to be. Things don't need to be forced upon.
Yeah.
It's like this. Whatever it is that you do it. But you don't have to force it. Now it feels like you have to accept us. You have to accept us, and it's like, wait a minute. No, we don't.
No.
Even now with TV, sometimes I don't find anything wrong with having a storyline and it's all heterosexual people, but especially when you have like things that you may potentially might want to sit down with your kids and watch.
Right. Right.
Again, like I was saying, Black Lightning, I was going to watch that with my son until we got to the little girls from that, I can't think of the name, but they, Tyler Perry uses them a lot. They want the little girls from Daddy's Little Girl.
Yeah.
So, one of those is like the Black Lightning is his oldest daughter, I think, on there. And man, my son, we were just watching, and I was like, okay, it's a cool little show, And the next thing you know, her and a girlfriend, they got a scene, and I was like, hey, don't you got to go to the bathroom or do something, because it's like, I'm not gonna. My thing is this: it's not that he's not gonna grow up and he's not gonna know that things like this exist, but I'm not gonna force it on him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they should.
Just like with the show Empire.
Yeah.
It was a great show. I thought the storyline was
I
okay.
like it.
It was an okay show. And then when you have two males on the show kissing,
Yeah.
this is prime time television. You
It
have
is.
children watching the show with
Right,
their parents.
right.
Like you said, you're forcing a conversation
Yeah,
now that you have
pretty
to have
much.
with your children that you may not be ready to have.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Realistically, people shouldn't have to expose that to people.
Right.
If
Well,
someone does in their bedroom,
right.
it should be their business.
You know, when I stopped watching, and the thing, the thing is, when I stopped watching, what's the name of that show? What you just say?
Empire.
Yeah. It wasn't even about the gayness. It was about him
He
walking
said
down
the
the damn
gayness.
street. Yeah. Because look, man. Okay, fine. I'll watch it. And it wasn't like I had to force no kid. I mean, no kids was watching at the time when they come on. But what threw me off about that damn show is when they started singing, and this dude is
Jussie Smollett.
he's walking down the street kicking garbage cans, and at that point I was like, I'm done. I don't want to watch no more of this, man.
Well, I mean, he can,
No, bro.
So you say he can't get mad?
I'm just looking at it like a grown. First of all, why we putting?
He's a little whiny.
But they didn't promote the show to be a theater, like a play. To where it's gonna be a musical.
Got you. Yeah.
They didn't promote it to be a musical, and I got sick of it quick. The minute I started seeing that every time I turned around, they was gonna start singing. I hate stuff like that.
Well, I don't like. I do like. Well, I don't really watch it because
So you was cool
I'm
with him
behind.
kicking garbage cans?
Yeah, I
down
have
the
a problem.
street?
I like the little. See, I'm not gonna do that with you. I'm not gonna do that with you.
He was mad.
I think you got a little personal vendetta with that with the garbage
bro.
cans.
Yeah,
but
I
I
ain't
mean,
sis, what up?
I like some of the story. I like some of the storyline in it. It's just I don't know. It's like sometimes when you see the whole manly man with, but Jesse is not really manly.
Nah.
So he looks a little fragile. So you kind of know that that's probably coming. But the guy who the one guy that I saw, the last episodes that I saw, the guy who he was dealing with in the studio, Now I was a little upset with him because I'm like, you look manly, and you just
Very.
But you know what? I learned a long time ago when I used to visit certain clubs, and you get in, and a lot of the men that were in there, because it's all men, they didn't want you in there, so they frowning at you for the first hour.
Right.
But by the time hour number 2 comes and a couple of drinks, oh baby, they have made a whole circle around you. They are loving you.
Well, wait. Let's stay right here because I want to ask y'all a question about that show and some other shows in particular. So let's get to a song real quick. Let's do like 2 songs. We're gonna come back. The hot box is here too. So let's kick it with them too. But let's get into the song. We'll come back. It's quite a one big deal. I got Miss E over here, and then I got my homeboy Just over here. All right, they chilling with me today, and it's us, it's we, it's DLE. We'll be right back. Yeah.
Let me push up. Well, I know say a son got Banksy and T, Terrell. You know that's right. I don't know say it's the refix done well. A Banksy, you know. Son got Banksy. You know that's alright. I'm only in town for the night. So let me come over for the night. Just wear that little thing I like. I promise it's gonna be a long night. I hope you've been waiting for me. Know I've been waiting for you. Don't take around. I'll be your king. Can you be my crown? My flight lands round 7:30. You been texting me talking dirty, telling me to hurry home cause you're waiting. Your body's calling and I hear what she's saying. I've been gone for far too long, been anticipating this day. So you know when I get there, I ain't trying to play. I hope you get back everything that you said you gon' do to me. Don't get shy now. You were talking big when I went around now. Told me that I won't forget what goes down. When we meet again, no, I ain't forget. So when I pull up, make sure you have nothing on. No interruptions. Girl, put down that phone. For the night. I lie. It's gonna be a long night. All night. Waiting for me. Waiting for you. Yeah. You be my crown. Push up on me, and I'ma push up on you. Son got Banksy, alright. Baby girl, you know I'm only in town for the night. I'm hoping that you do the little things that I like, I've been waiting for a very long time just to show you these things that I've got on my mind. So swing it to the left, move it to the right. My intentions are love making all through the night. Kisses and upstairs the sheets while we fight. Boom boom so tight, plus your features so right. Loving the way how you take me to fly. Light up the skies like the 4th of July. Cock up your bumper, ride it like a bike. We go all night until we get it right. No one shall speak of the things that we do. Don't you act clue when I push up on you. I've only got one choice, you know that is you. Many are called but chosen are few. Yeah. Only in town for the night. For tonight. Come over for tonight. With the little thing I like. Yeah. I hope you've been waiting for me. Know I've been waiting for you. About to go round and round. You be my crown.
with that kind of.
Transaction completed.
We got another song or no? Okay.
If you knew how hard it is to live without.
Yeah. Yo, listen, man. It's quite a one big deal. Anyway, it's us, it's we, it's DLE. I got Just in the building. All right. I got my homegirl Miss E in the building. All right. Soon she DLE representative, right?
Yeah.
And y'all gonna kill me, but I sent Hotbox to the wrong address.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
They might have been able to cook the chicken.
I did the same thing with probably. I did the same thing with Just. I sent Just the address because I don't know why he was at my crib. They was at my
You
crib.
You can't be giving out the wrong address where we are.
Yo, listen, it was
we're a little in the country. Mr. Kim kind of wanted to venture out when he moved here. Apparently,
I was.
I saw a horse. A horse was behind my car.
There's a few.
Yeah, he followed me all the way here.
Oh, they gangster though. These horses out here gangster.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Scared.
Follow you right home. So they're on their way. That was my you got to
do better.
I had to.
I think you're gonna buy us chicken when we leave.
See, this is getting to a point where no return. I don't know why, but my chair, I'm just having L's, man. My chair keep getting low.
I seen you getting low. I ain't know what you were trying to do.
I don't know what's happening today, man.
Might be trying to tell you something.
I gotta take off this damn Jersey shirt. You know what I mean? Anyway, so look, let's talk about this real quick until they get here. They'll be here in a few.
Okay.
Hopefully you guys will still stay with me. All right, we just gonna kick it. So we was talking about Empire, right? The show, the TV show. I disliked it from day one.
Oh wow.
Day one. Day one is when they first got into their argument and Jussie went outside and kicked the garbage can.
You really got a problem with this trash can?
It's a problem for me. It's problematic.
Let me ask this: is it because
he was fruity?
He's fragile. Yeah, now he's fruity.
Well, from the beginning of the show, it wasn't because of him being gay. It was because I just didn't see how. I didn't like that. I thought it was going to be a good show, right? And once I mean, look at the characters.
How many episodes did you watch?
I think I got into the second episode and I was done.
You can't.
Because I think second episode is when he started kicking the garbage cans and walking down the street, crying and singing a song. I gave up. So that's when I was watching my Game of Thrones, whatever. But now
you can't compare those two.
No, I can't. But I can compare Power and Snowfall. Out of all of them, even with Power, Snowfall is the best show out of all of them. The best, yo. Am I right, Zay?
So wait a minute. Hold on.
Yo, Snowfall.
Now you're gonna say Snowfall is better than Power?
Snowfall is definitely better than Power.
Now I just got off the phone with 50, and I would hate to call him back, but no.
Yo.
But you can't. If I feel like if you're gonna compare them, they need to be very, very similar, and they're not.
Well,
right.
Well, hold on, because there is a similarity. Because with Power started off as a man that was trying to get out of the street thing and getting into a business and try to evolve, right? But yeah, he was still tied in with what's his homeboy name? Tommy, and all the other stuff, and he's trying to find a way to get out of it with his family. And then 50 comes out of prison and he's ready to kill him, and they go through all this mess. They
that
become
thing
best
got
friends.
Heat to it now. It's got heat to it.
I ain't saying it was trash. I'm not saying that Power is trash.
No, Angela is just trash on Power.
Oh, see, so
that should have been me. They could have gave me that part. Oh,
you're biased. That's what. Hey, first of all, before I go anywhere else, all right, who remember these glasses? All right, if I don't know about y'all, but this is classic, right?
That's
here.
A Kool-Aid glass.
That's the glass
exactly.
that come
matter of fact,
that's
a good Kool-Aid glass.
Yeah, Kool-Aid glass that come with the couch with the plastic on it.
Yeah.
Everybody grandmother had that.
And you drop that one because it's only a set of 4.
Oh, but you can drop this and it won't break.
It won't break.
No, just don't drop it on your toe. Don't drop it on your toe.
It's a done deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but so the thing is, with Snowfall shows you how this young man evolves. Matter of fact, this last show, I didn't even get to finish it. It shows you how this young man beat the odds, right? He was smart. He tries to get into college and everything, and he get turned around because of his skin, and financial issues as well back home, right? So
See,
then
somebody caught that last episode.
I didn't really catch it though.
Oh.
I didn't really catch it. It was just like the last, like it was like a bit of it, and I was out the door. So my thing is with that show, the things that it brings, and then it touched me too because I've seen that. I've seen how people become dope fiends. I smelt it getting cooked. You know, so I could touch that more than I could touch Power, because Power just seemed like just a drama show, you know.
Power is like in the now. Snowfall is the beginning.
Yeah,
you understand?
That's probably why.
So that's right. Snowfall is the beginning, and it's then you get in two aspects. You know, you get in CIA aspect.
Yeah.
And that bothers me so
Man,
much on there.
You get everything.
Yeah.
Really,
so you
really
get in the
do.
beginning. I think a lot of the younger people should see it as well, but I don't know how they would receive. Of course, I don't know how to receive it. See, with Power, that's how they're gonna receive it. Power. This is what I want.
You know what messed me up about Power? Too many sex scenes. Too much. Way too much. Of course, as a woman, she's like, what?
Omari?
She goes.
That can never be too much of
They are
Omari.
extremely graphic. They
Oh,
are
that's-
extremely graphic, and sometimes it may
Well, wait
take
a minute.
away a little bit from
Okay,
the show.
but let me say
I agree
this.
with that.
Let me say this. No, no, and no. And I'm gonna tell you why I say no, no, and no. No, I'm no.
Why is
Check
that?
this out. Because when you go to the movies and you're watching a movie that's primarily Caucasian, they give it to you,
Yeah.
and everybody accepts it. But then anytime we do something,
I agree with that.
it's
That's
too
true.
much. Oh
50
goodness.
Shades,
That's
50
true.
Shades
Her
of Grey.
backside is just too
Yeah,
big, and
you're right.
she's too voluptuous.
I ain't like 50 Shades of Grey. I ain't like there's
No, but I'm just saying the beginning of time. Just
I
anytime
get
you
it, I
watch,
get it.
that-
we
you'll-
do.
Yeah, but that's because you ain't really looking at nothing. You can't compare apples to sliced almonds. She can't, you know, the sister, she got the apple, and the
True,
Caucasian
true,
lady,
true.
she got the the never ending back most
Sliced
times.
almonds. Yeah.
Yeah, you know how little sliced almonds, you know, just
Oh
regular.
no!
I was trying to give you something better, but that's what I came up
That's actually what it looks like.
with. Yeah, right.
Sliced almonds.
Think about that.
yeah, almond milk, stuff like that. I'm
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Little milk of magnesia.
Definitely. Yeah. My
Yeah.
milk of magnesia.
Yeah. I was so mad at him.
Excuse me, sister. Can you please tap that white girl right behind you?
All that pro-black stuff, and then he turned around with white lady. Oh man, it's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know. And maybe I am biased because I just felt like Snowfall is more realistic. You know what I mean? It doesn't get into all the what do you call that?
Somebody says you can't compare
What?
Snowfall and Power.
Why not? They both
Give
got
me a high five, sister.
They both got the whole drug dealing thing and the gangsters in the street, and
They do.
you know,
They
look,
do.
you know, I think here's my thing. The only reason why you can't compare it because John Singleton was a G when it came to that damn writing. John Singleton is
He
a G
does
when
his
it comes to
thing.
that hood.
Yeah, he does.
You know, and he touched it like, and I guess you can't. I guess of course HBO. What is that? Stars.
Stars,
is gonna kind of like, you know, stop certain things from happening and all that. So
Well,
look,
I think maybe neither one of them can touch the wire though. I'm sorry.
If you
Nah,
talk
you-
about
Sorry.
realistic, yeah, the wire.
Yeah. I
mean, we gon'
everybody
thank
beat
you.
hands
Yeah,
down.
no,
Thank you.
you got that.
Thank you.
You got that.
And if you really want to
I ain't gonna
cringe,
argue.
you really want to cringe, watch Oz. I think Oz should be shown in high school.
Yeah, no,
No, as a matter of fact, maybe middle school at this point.
you're right. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna- I ain't gonna argue
because
with
kids
that.
now think prison is a joke. Now, granted, when you go away, you might not go to the worst prison, but
Yeah.
no, they need to see that.
I ain't gonna argue with you on that.
Yeah, they
Okay,
need to
you
see
got that. So I just found out that the hot box is actually outside.
See you playing games because every time you say hot box,
The
I
hot
think
box
about
with the
chicken.
yeah, that's who that is. The hot box with the chicken. Yeah, blew it up. So yeah, no. So I just wanted. I thought that maybe I wasn't tripping. You know, when it comes to these shows. I don't know what it is about Power. Power doesn't catch me. Power is like Beyonce and
you keep doing this.
No, look, Power is like the Beyonce and Snowfall is like Kelly Rowland.
Oh, Wait a minute.
Because
Hold
Kelly
on.
is dope.
Now, did you just hear what you just said?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you're clear about what you did. Did you hear what he said?
I know. Look,
Okay,
look.
you sure?
Kelly is not getting the attention that she should get. Kelly is actually
Rightfully
dope.
so.
She's
Rightfully
dope.
so.
But
Dope where?
because she's not the one that was put out front like that, and you know, like Power was, because Power had that machine behind it.
Kelly is the little backup girl. Now, if you want to bring
See
up
how
somebody in Destiny Child wise, then you should have said Latoya Luckett didn't get what she. You understand? Or even Farrah. Farrah, I'm glad she jumped off the bus.
Yeah, but do you think that Latoya had like? I mean, I can't tell you one joint that Latoya Luckett had that was actually like. Oh, I don't remember her dropping anything that was fire.
Music, she got good stuff now. She got really good. She has real good stuff.
She didn't have that star quality that Beyonce had, though.
Well, no. Well, right. With
Beyonce,
with Beyonce, sure, that's gonna be a given.
Right.
But I'm talking about little Kelly. Now Kelly got y'all all excited when she did
what?
You know when she all wet a little hair wet. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The one little see how he closed his eyes?
Yeah.
I mean he just had a whole vision. I said yes.
Yeah, he was into it. Yeah, just you felt some kind of way about Kelly.
I did.
Don't let him do you like that. He biting the lip again. You close your eyes too. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't. You know, I just, you know what it is. I always been the left guy. Everybody like Beyonce. I'm into Kelly, and not because I just thought Kelly had some dope. You know,
dope what?
Music and everything. She ain't got no body. She just straight up and down. Kelly slims, you know, probably got like a Burger King speed bump or something back there. But that's
not really like the sliced almond.
It's not the sliced almond.
No, she not sliced almond.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. You know what? That's what we do. Let's get into something real quick. Come back. We actually overtime, but we got. I sent them to the wrong address, y'all. So I got to hold y'all for a little bit longer. All right. So we're gonna have the hot box come in here. We're gonna talk to them. Just stay with us, man. Kick it with us for a little bit. You heard? Yeah. It's quite a one big deal. I got Justin here. And I got Miss E over here. You heard? It's us. It's we. It's DLE. We'll be right back. Give me a sec.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, I used to dream that I was in one of those old school groups born during that generation where they used to talk before they sung their song. But I've been watching you and listen. Can we go somewhere and be alone just for a moment? Tell me why you're over there looking so lonely. Who hurt you, girl? Tell me who broke your heart. You can tell me the whole story from the start. I listen, girl, I pay attention. I won't cut you off until you tell me that you're finished. I just wanna give you my ear and the shoulder to lean on. Take a shot if you want. I'll make sure that you get home, I swear. I ain't tryna hit on you. I seen the hurt all on your face when others looked at you. You were dancing, but you were wearing a fake smile. I know that you ain't truly been happy in a while. I'm not trying to impose, but girl, I just really wanna know. Do you need a friend or are you okay? If I can't be your friend, well, that's still okay, baby. I just wanna know what's what. I am confused. I ain't even trying to be rude. I hate to see that look on. I hate to see that look on you. I just wanna know. Tell me what's wrong, yeah. I'm confused. I ain't even trying to be rude. I hate to see that look on you, yeah. And I forget to mention that you caught my attention for the first time I seen you in this club. You may think that I ain't tripping, know that I've been sipping, but I truly know when something is up. You got a body that I can't deny, but something's wrong, girl, tell me the reason why. Your eyes puffed up like you've been crying, and please don't tell me that I'm lying. Tell me what's wrong. sure who I am because y'all wanna know my name. Well then it's plus, I've been spitting flames since I pushed the game, and I've been the same, never switching lanes, but the flow is Novocaine, so I overcame the grit and the grain in my brain, so I try past the pain to my fame, and I never been the one to stand out all against the lame, such a shame, they all try to come at me, but they forget how to aim, cause I never been the one to stand around and entertain, and in order to survive you study parts of the game, with the lines and the tame, so they claim that I came, and I'm throwing all the rappers outside through the window frame. What's the point if it's a lie? You gon' fake depression. You need a lesson only cause you lack social acceptance. You need attention. It's a method that prevents the weapon, but fails to mention what to do when you feel like you're stressing. The lesson, the way that they all feel about you. Hide up in the closet knowing me, but then I doubt you will come up at the light and remain in the dark, cause we all need a spark. You a dog with no bark. I'm hoping what I'm telling you will leave you with a mark. Take a chance, listen to the man will lead you on the right side, because you're never alone, even in the night sky. Yeah, even in the night sky. How you wanna be a flower but don't wanna grow? How you wanna be a star but don't wanna show? How you wanna be a genius but don't wanna know? How you wanna get it done but you moving slow? How you wanna be a flower but don't wanna grow? How you wanna be a star but don't wanna show? How you wanna be a genius but don't wanna know? How you wanna get it done but you moving slow? I be chillin' by myself, working on my craft. I never worry about the numbers, but only the math. The deepest thoughts always trying to lead me on a path through the dash, never splash, hoping that this shit will last. Why they try to treat me different like an outcast? You look ahead and look at me and I'm still in the past. I got some brothers that I know that they would murder for me, but they ain't heard of me, and the Sally urges in me, because I know when I go, when I'm really certain that one of them will close my call and they close my curtain. But for now I plant the seeds and we all will grow. Modern day Mike with an off the wall flow.
I'll probably take it.
Big bus. Shit don't stop. You don't know. Gotta know us. I been just foreign. I been just foreign. Got a new spaceship go boom. We taking out to the moon. All of my innocent bosses. Don't wanna go fuck my goons. You know I'm on the game. You know I hang with a slime. Fuck my slime is little. Serving them lines ain't do no time. I bet shit better she bossed her. They wanna show they won't cross her. I'm getting that money, I say with a ride. Said they looking to the one that cross us. Drippin', I gotta say Soster. I done been broken, I boast her. Couple of niggas hit cause I got a bag and they the main ones that cross us. I used to talk on the phone, feeling like I got a clone. Stay on that Motorola, got a chirp. I used to fuck the plug with the work. Stay with the strap, get it like Babs. I gotta get this shit and go berserk. Yeah, some couple niggas back in the past. Shout out my exes, I sit back and laugh. Staying in, gotta work on my craft. Gotta work on my craft. I run with that bad like I just made a drive. No time for a break, so I can't take a nap. I'm up by the bed and no time for a cap. Love a shorty, throw it back. Dive in and go splash. Drippin' water, no towel. Got a new spaceship, go broke. We taking out to the moon. All of my niggas some bosses. Don't wanna go fuck my goons. You know I roll with the gang. You know I hang with a slime. Off my slime, you get slithered. Serving them lines ain't do no time. Got a new spaceship, go boom. We taking out to the moon. All of my niggas some bosses. Don't wanna fuck my goons. You know I roll with the gang. You know I hang with a slime. Fuck my slime, you get slithered. Serving them lines ain't do no time. I bet shit better she bossed her. They wanna show they won't cross her. I'm getting that money, I say with a ride. Said dealer nigga wanna cross us. Drippin', I gotta say Soster. I done been broken, I boast her. Couple again this hit cause I got a bag and they the main ones that cross us.
I get to a T, yeah. Ooh, bankroll all in my bridge, yeah. And we came a long way from the trench, yeah. Ooh, I just wanna be a mom in a big house. Young and I gotta go get kitty bag. Run a little jet for my spouse. Couldn't take a long way, had to take the better route. Still got some niggas posted in the south. Still going hard, we ain't never ever seen a drought. Young nigga just gotta get it. Young nigga just wanna meet it. Young nigga gotta go get it. I do this shit for my city. Young nigga gotta go get to that bag. Young nigga capping, I'm kicking these fat. Ooh, ooh. Young nigga run, how about a jet? Young nigga just be living like fat. These niggas they mad cause my bitch
got a
is
new
bad.
spaceship go boom. We We taking out to the moon. All I'm now is some bosses. Don't want to look at my goons. You know I run the game. You know I hang with a slime. Work on my slime, it's little. Serving them lines, ain't do no time. All that shit better, she bossed up. They wanna show, they won't cross her. I'm getting that money, I stay with the racks. They looking to go when they cross us. Drippin', I gotta say so stuff. I done been broken, I bossed up. Couple of niggas say cause I got a bag and they the main ones that cross us.
Oh, it's not gonna work with that kind of transaction completed.
If you knew how hard it is to live without.
Yeah. You know what it is. It's quite a one big deal. And this is DLE Radio, all right? Every Sunday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This is what we do every weekend after my Giants lose. Gosh damn.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Hey, I didn't need you to ad-lib that.
I'm just saying.
That's Miss E, by the way. Miss E will be, having her own show and doing her own thing. I'm going to need y'all to tune in, all right? We're going to get that situated.
I can tell you why the Giants aren't Giants.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's coming from a Dolphins fan.
That hurts.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. Did I miss something?
I mean, the Dolphins are cool, too. They lost today, too.
Yeah, twice.
Who did
2
they play?
times.
I didn't get to see
The Patriots.
Oh, I got a problem with that.
Yeah. And then I got my homeboy Jess in the building.
Yo.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have him swinging through here a lot more, man. We just gonna, get it in, Yeah, we gonna figure something out here. But without no more words being said and no more misinformation being thrown around, I gave him the right address, y'all. I got the hot box in here. You heard? The hot box, basically, this is my little homeboy. Nah, I ain't saying little homeboys. I always call my peoples that come in here my little peoples. But this is we got the homeboy Jordan in the building.
What's going on, y'all?
All right, and we got my homeboy Lewis in the building. Luis. Right? Not Luis.
Right.
Luis. Yeah, you got to say it smooth, like Luis. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, Luis and Jordan, you guys are the founders of the Hot Box, right?
Yeah, well, we're 2 of the founders of it. There's 4 of us originally.
Okay. Oh, it's 4 of you guys. Mm-hmm. You know how I heard about you guys? I was actually doing Uber. Yeah, I do Uber on the side. I get that extra bread. You got to. And I picked somebody up, and they was down at a park somewhere. I forgot y'all was doing like an event down there. Yeah. He was like, yeah, I'm trying to help my peoples out, whatever, blah blah blah. He was like, come back down here, and I was trying to make my way back down there because I was hungry at the point, at the time, and I just couldn't get back down there. But he had told me about you guys, and automatically I said, yo, I got to get them up here, For one, you guys I don't want to say your age, but you guys are young, pretty young, and business owners, and I like to support. That's what we do here at DLE Radio. We like to support business owners. Tell us exactly how did this come about, and what is the Hot Box? Please explain that to these people.
What was that? So the Hot Box, the concept of it started.
That's Jordan speaking.
This concept of it started about 2 years ago. We, being fans of cannabis, we were like, yo, this is pretty dope. This is one of those things where you're like, what else can you do with it? Like, everyone's used to brownies, cookies, and stuff like that. It's like, what else can you do? What else can you do to push the limit? Right. So collectively, we just all kind of came together to start experimenting on stuff. And one of our key products that came out of that was chicken. Everyone loves hot wings, and it's like, dang, how can you create the perfect hot wing edible and get people that still, move forward and have a good time, but how's that gonna kick it? So we went through like a year's worth of testing, experimenting on
getting high as hell.
Basically.
Getting high as hell off the chicken.
Yeah, and it was dope, man. We had one of our first events was a Halloween party where we introduced the wings just as a teaser to see how people wanted to try them out. The reception of it was crazy. So from there, we realized that we were on something big, and like, all right, let's do this. And then the part that we realized is like we were trying to do THC, and then we realized like it would be a harder struggle to do that. So we looked at like the market and what was going on, and CBD has been killing the game for about the past 5 years or so.
Right.
And for us, it just came like we've all had our own different experiences with the law and experiment, with weed and all that stuff. So we wanted to kind of change the language around that with people of color in business. If you look at the cannabis industry, less than 10% of the owners in the on any dispensary, whatever, are people of color.
Okay.
And people of color aren't being granted access to get licenses to have dispensaries or anything like that. So we were looking at that process like, man, if we try to go to THC route, it's gonna take us forever to get started. Right. We just want to get started and get the name familiar. So that's how the CBD part of it came up, because it's legal.
Right.
And also too, a lot of people don't realize that CBD, THC products have a lot of the same health benefit qualities. Mm-hmm. It's just a different experience in terms of like what you get from the high of it.
Gotcha.
And yeah.
So that's a big misconception right now. People are thinking that THC and CBD all is the exact same thing.
Right.
So to clear that up, how would y'all differentiate between the two?
Luis is actually the one that got us onto the CBD. So
CBD is pretty much just like the ingredients in THC without the psycho effect of it.
Gotcha.
So you pretty much get like the bodiness of it, the wellness of it, like the hunger aspect of it. It just doesn't give you the psychotic element. And CBD is used right now as a lot of treatment for like anxiety, depression, stuff like that. So we just took that aspect and we added it to the wings and just made it happen.
So the THC is exactly what gets you high when you're talking about smoking marijuana or doing anything with marijuana.
Yeah.
The THC is what gets you high.
Yeah.
But the CBD does not have the THC in it.
Yeah, but it's not all like the healing properties, I guess. Yeah.
So
That's the portion that gives you the munchies.
It can give you the munchies too.
Okay.
Think of it like this: you're not gonna be as colloquially we say, "Oh, you're gonna be geeked." This is more so you're gonna be hella relaxed. Like you just have the wings. You just like, man, I just feel great. I can fall asleep right now. And you actually, I take the tinctures of it, the little oils, and man, let me tell you, it's beautiful.
So you don't want to have that and take the long bubble bath, right?
No, definitely not. Definitely.
All right, just checking. Gonna check.
So. Yo, E.
I just want to know. I don't want to, do a little Whitney Houston. I just want to make sure that no. But all rest in peace, Whitney. We don't need a repeat. That's what happened, right? She just slid under the bubbles.
She got that CBD wing.
Yeah. At least if she would hate the hot box first.
I can't, yo. I cannot, yo. I can't. So how'd you guys meet, man?
Well, Louise and I met back in 2015 on a production for a short film, and we came together and started our production company, IAF Media. Dumaka and our part of Silas, we all met through my job at Apple. Okay. And we, again, just people just love to smoke. Hey, what's going on, bro? Our mindset of it is too is like, man, we smoke way too much weed to not be making money off of it. So that's like pretty much how the foundation of it started. Like we want to start a dispensary, but what does that dispensary look like? Right. And we were literally, I think, if I'm not mistaken, so we used to do this thing once a month, every Sunday, called family dinners, where we cook a large meal, everyone come out and have fun. And if I'm not mistaken, we were actually eating hot wings when that all came. The dispensary idea came to birth, and we were like, yo, why not do like hot wings? And it was like. And that's just birthed the whole process.
I like that. You know why I like it? Because I wish that I get it. Everybody got their recreational things that they like, but it would be dope that if you got your age range is what?
We're all between 25 and 27. Yeah.
See, and at that age, you are going to I think between 16 up to that age, you guys are experiencing with drugs, weed. I say weed. I hope not any other drugs, but weed and drinking and just partying. I wish that every kid that decided to make some kind of move would definitely say, well, damn, let's make money off this, but in the right way. What I find dope is that you all came together and said, let's do this together and make something happen, and you try it over and over until you got it right.
Yeah.
You want some of the wings?
No, I'm saying trying it over and over again to get it right. Yeah. Got practice makes perfect, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So here's the deal, right? They was gonna bring some wings here. What now? You guys been going at it though, because I know you guys do a lot of events. And you guys recently was doing an event, right?
Yeah, it was just a little catering event for a client that we had. They wanted to have not a bachelor's party, but like it was basically a homeboy who's getting married. Like, yo, bro, can you just make us a large order of about 100 wings?
100 wings.
Yeah.
You guys been getting a lot of business?
Intermittently, so yeah, we've actually kind of put everything on pause for our next rollout as far as what we want to do at launch. We just revamped our whole website. We're developing an app for our business as well, and we're about to introduce like a whole new streamline as far as like how we do business in terms of like just pretty much changing up the whole like our rebranding everything, just making it more convenient for people and offering membership to the Hotbox as well outside of just being a client. So.
Yeah, that would be good.
Are you guys open to any other recipes, or you're gonna stick with wings, or what?
Oh no, man, that's the whole. So the Hotbox, I didn't answer that question earlier. So the whole theme of the Hotbox is where you can come and be yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you have whatever your vice is in terms of THC or cannabis, like we want to. If you want to have a session, you can have a session. You can come up, pull up, smoke a blunt, do whatever you want to do, chill, have some good food, and have things provided to you, and just have like a whole unique experience, like
a 420, damn.
Yeah, but just relax. So our whole thing is like a dispensary cafe. So we're starting off with the wings. We're experimenting on other flavors. Right now, we've just partnered with a pepper farm to create 6 different unique sauces for it. So we're about to change up.
He like that over there, sauce. He said sauces. He loves sauces.
Yeah. Y'all boys are doing that. And so here's my question to us non-smokers, right? That are afraid to go to work and get detected.
Don't be afraid.
No. Don't be afraid. Does that show up in your streams?
CBD, no. CBD, that's why it's legal.
It's the THC that shows up.
So, because I'm hearing that kids are now, this is awful what I just mentioned, but I hear that a lot of kids are in school, using the jewels and stuff and doing the CBD or whatever like that, and getting away with it because, the teachers don't know, which is slick ass little boys. But other than that, it would have been, I think it's so dope that you guys, I just appreciate that you guys decided to make it a positive thing, and not just go out there and just think erratically and just do something rational, you know what I mean? But what I want to ask is, as far as business, right? Where you guys, what is the main goal? What is your ending goal with these wings? Because I know that there's a lot of competition out there. But I actually never heard of anybody doing wings like that.
Not at all. Do you all have any competition?
I'm sure somewhere out there. Our thing is we don't focus on the competition, and if competition comes around, we support that, especially if they're people of color. Just because we want everyone to win. What pisses me off about the industry is you can have Sally, who's on the West Coast, and she can get a license and endorsement to start her own dispensary or whatever. But people that look like us, they can't even get into the door. But not into the right door, but we're in the doors behind the sales just because they enjoy a little bit of cannabis and stuff like that. So our thing is like anyone that's trying to get started in the industry, we highly embrace them and encourage them to start and do it and do what we can from our platform to support them too. But long-term goals, man, is just expand across the world. We want to be one of the number 1 spots around the world, like on Amsterdam stuff, like where you can come up, pull up, and just see the name conveniently. We want to offer a safe space for everybody to just come up and be themselves and uniquely enjoy cannabis.
I think you're gonna do good because the only other, like you said, I know it's other people, but I don't know here. But when I was watching, I don't know if you watched the show with 2 Chainz. The most
expensive.
Yes, so the chick out in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh man, she's expensive.
Right.
Oh, she's very expensive. She's like, what did they say? Is it $5 a wing?
$5 a wing. What is she doing?
Well, she has
similar?
Similar.
Okay.
Because she has hers isn't just CBD though, right? She has THC.
The THC.
Yeah, she's full throttle. So if you eat her stuff and you go get tested, you're in trouble. Yeah.
Okay.
You're in trouble. You can't drive Uber like that. But so she had like all the big hits in there, but she was very expensive. I was wondering and I know that you don't want to sell yourself too short because it's a luxury.
Oh no,
yeah, it's luxury. I'm saying I would support you.
Definitely.
They pass out flyers and stuff.
I appreciate it.
So what is it down? What can go wrong with this? You know, I mean, did you guys do any research on what possibly can go? I'm sure you guys had some bad batches and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Let's see. I put together the recipe, but Louise perfected it in terms of like the cooking and the process of it.
Hold on, Louise, is you a chef in the kitchen? You chef it up like curry?
Whipping them up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's
Oh
go.
my God, I mean, yes, I love you. Yes.
So flavors. Matter of fact, I apologize. Finish saying what you were saying, my brother.
Oh no, you're good. We had trial and error. The biggest thing that you have to be accountable of. Most people like when you hear edible, like they freak out like, oh, it's an edible. I don't know about that one. It's like no, it's just educating people on what CBD is versus THC. Like, bro, you're not gonna be completely incoherent or anything. Like, if anything, it's to help you be more productive and relaxed to be productive, while also getting a good meal out of it. And then the second part of that, of course, like when you're dealing with food, you always have to be careful with that because that's a liability risk.
I was just thinking about that when you have them sign waivers before they eat. Because I'll sign. I'm saying to support is what I'm saying.
Asking for a friend?
Yeah, for a friend.
Is that what? Do you guys do that? Like have people sign waivers before?
That's probably something we should definitely look into, but we haven't.
Y'all just been getting high.
Yeah, we just like yo. I mean, the thing is, before we let anyone try the food, we just like let them know like this is what this is about. You know, we're not trying to drug you or anything crazy like that. Like this is just what we represent, and most people have been really receptive of that. We haven't had any issues with that, and that's why Louise is so adamant about perfecting the recipe because we want it to be each time, no matter who's in the kitchen cooking it. This is exactly how to be. We can ensure quality. We're sure that this is the safety regulations that we have for it. And that's met universally, no matter where we're at and what we're doing.
I think the membership thing is a good idea too, because that's gonna keep all of your retards from trying to come in there. Because see, you got, and the reason why I said the waivers as well is because you got everybody trying to come up. Opportunity. I got a bad chicken wing, and now they want to sue. So you may really want to look back into that because I mean it shouldn't be much pressure. I mean you have some nail shops where you go in and you have to sign a waiver, saying that you're not diabetic or you're not this or whatnot. So in order to get service. So
well, no, that's actually the common procedure when you go into a dispensary on the West Coast that they make you sign a waiver before you can even go in. So. No, definitely. That's definitely something. Thank you for that advice.
Yeah.
A question with the CBD infused foods, right? So is that more recreational, or are you offering the medicinal purposes that come with taking CBD oil?
Well, that's the great thing about CBD is it already comes with those medicinal benefits.
Gotcha.
It's just like it just so happened to be infused with the wings. So as opposed to like again with THC, you're looking at the psychoactive factor. Like when people eat like a THC edible. You're looking to get messed up. You're looking to be slumped, go to sleep, do everything.
Yeah.
But when people have CBD, like there's so many unique opportunities. Like people feed CBD to their dogs for anxiety and stuff like that. So when you look at that, like all right, you're not only eating a good ass chicken wing, but you're going to get like several medicinal benefits off of it too.
Yeah, a lot of people are speaking about it in reference to epilepsy. I'm thinking about that with my son. We've been through like several medicines as it is. I'm sick of it. And so that's gonna be my next to go get the oil, but I have to be careful because he has to get weaned off the meds that he's already on, and then on to that. And I already know the doctors, well, you might want to just if we've tried everything else, why not? Yeah. But so too many people are walking up to me, actually saying like, what is it gonna hurt? So I'm interested in that.
What? Since you guys been doing it, how's the bandwagon? How's that been?
It's been pretty insane, man. Like, when we do a pop-up event, we sell like for instance, the festival that you mentioned. It was Westside Wings Festival. They had us in the back corner of the festival. We were like the last tent. And first we got like a few waves of people, then like it just came to the point where we were selling out like hand over fist. And on our other pop-up events, we'll pull up with at least 2,000 to 3,000 wings and they'll be gone in the next 30 minutes. Wow. So it's been the feedback and stuff has been remarkable, and like just people supporting our brand and what we stand for. So it is great, especially being in the city of Atlanta, where it's infamous for the lemon pepper wings, and just being a wing city where you can come and get some dope wings. So that's one thing we definitely want to do, like more than anything. Is just like make sure we can compete with the big names in Atlanta as far as like quality of our wings, and then it's just the added benefit that you have to CBD with it.
I can see you guys doing some big things, man, because you guys have been really the very first I ever heard, of something like this going down. What I want to do is just wish you guys all of the luck ever, man, because with the drive you guys got. And my homeboy Luis over here whipping it up. You know what I mean? I'm sure, this is gonna turn into something great for you guys,
Oh yeah, man. Our other partners too, shout out to them. Jamarca is really like he has like a strategic mindset. He's more patient than all of us, but we're like, let's do this today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should definitely take a break from this. Like, let's figure out and make sure we got everything together. And so between the four of us, all of our minds, we all have different stuff that makes it a benefit, and we've learned, like, again, you're not gonna make it by yourself, so it's best that you do it with people that you love and respect and are cool with doing business with. So that's been our main thing. That's been the greatest part of our success and how we've been able to move and get invited out to this, have clients order 100 wings or people harassing us daily on social media, like, when's the next Hotbox event? When's the next Hotbox event? Like, we on our way.
I was gonna ask now, how do people go and order? How are you guys doing your orders right now? Is it like you're ordering by is it by order, or is it by like you guys set up somewhere? Like how does this work? Like if I wanted some wings, how would I go about getting some wings from you guys?
So we're gonna be launching our website. We just finished up the new website. That's gonna be launching at the end of the year, where you can do catering and single orders. Now the benefit of what we're trying to do specifically with the memberships, because each time we pull up to have our pop-up events, we sell out so quickly. Now we want to offer the opportunity to where, like, if you're one of our members, you already know about the pop-up before everyone else. You already, with the membership, you already get a free 10-piece included with it. You can come and get your wings and, come in, come out, leave, do your thing, and we're selling the wings.
She get on my nerves.
I'm trying to help.
Well,
good answer, good question though.
It's a great question. Yeah.
We're starting them off at $30 a month. So that gets you specific VIP access to all Hotbox stuff, discounts on merchandise. Then too, if you feel like a 10-piece is enough for you, now you get a discount on your next meal as well. So we're working it out so it's affordable for everyone. And again, we want the experience more than anything for everybody. And so we specifically only did catering orders. Now we're moving to doing single orders as well, just because of the demand.
Yo, my bad. I don't know. Is that your phone?
It is. I know I had it off for a minute because I had to check something.
You got that's what's making the background stuff. Like it's like somebody else live.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, I told y'all I didn't know how to work.
I'm like, yo.
I turned it. Hey, I'm back, yo.
Yeah. I don't know where that noise coming from. Somebody washing dishes and everything back there. Yeah, I don't know where it's going. I don't know.
I had it turned off. I turned my live off. It
was
off.
Well, I don't know.
Watch. It was off.
Well, so while you do that, go ahead.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
So, all right. So here's the thing, because they was going to bring some wings for us, but what happened is, they did an event that they was just speaking on. How much you said?
We did an order of 100 wings.
100 wings, okay. And basically, they damn near killed it because they killed the fryer.
You said the end of the year now. I'm gonna need that for Christmas.
No, that's actually that's ironic that you said it, because that's when we're looking at the rollouts in the holiday season when everyone's together. And you're like, yo, instead of turkey, try some Hotbox wings.
Yeah. So but people have memberships already?
No, we haven't.
No,
started.
not yet. Okay, so I gotta wait to the end of the year to help y'all.
Oh no, not at all. Shout out to Jamarca again for just being the patient one. Mm-hmm. We want our rollout to be pristine in terms of like, all right, we have our website set up, cool. And now we want to make sure that we also have the app too. So like, you don't always have to just go on your browser, go to the website. But now that you have your app, you can come over here and we want to treat it in terms of like have everything not
Yeah,
necessarily
just
perfect.
have it professional, not
exactly.
have, you know.
Exactly, because we
Yeah,
don't.
that's what's up.
Our biggest thing is we don't want to look like any like, oh, this is just typical nigga tree or nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it seems like what you guys did, man, you guys created a lane that didn't exist. That's why I asked about competition, because I've never heard of anybody doing anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys ready to scale? Because are y'all ready for that? Because I feel like y'all are gonna take off with
Oh,
that.
it's gonna happen.
I know it is.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Y'all created a lane that didn't
And
exist.
remember, it happened right here on DLE Radio.
Right.
Hey. When you think of CBD, like you said, you think of treats. I see gummies in gas stations.
That's
you
not
see
me.
brownies and things like that. No one ever thinks about wings. Y'all created something that is gonna take Atlanta by storm.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you.
I think it's gonna work out real
Y'all
good for
got
you
just
guys.
excitable.
Yeah. Well, what I do hope is that well, before y'all leave, I'm gonna try to get y'all to record a advertisement on us. You know what I mean? And just we support our businesses out here. We got to, especially young brothers trying to do their thing. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man. Let us know how we can support you too, because that's what all we've learned.
But that's hand in hand. We
That's
get
blessings. When you do that, trust me, they coming.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
And it's worth it, because I know you guys are gonna show that shirt real quick on the camera, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's the logo, man. Let's get that logo in there. Yeah. So
Yes.
and it's called the Hot Box. Y'all could, if you could go to DLE Radio page, or you guys can go to my page, which is Quad One Big Deal, KWATHE. Once you put that in, I'll pop up. I'm like the only Quad the One Big Deal on Instagram. So if you look it up. You stupid.
I didn't
if
say
you
a
look
word.
it, if you look it up, just look up, or just go to Hotbox, the Hotbox, right?
Yep, the Hotbox ATL on IG. Then, like I said, just be patient with us on the website and the app. We'll have all that stuff ready for y'all before the.
That's gonna be my Christmas present to myself.
I got a question. How'd you guys come up with the name? Because the name is very, very unique. You're thinking hot box, like a hot box of wings, and you also think a hot box,
like in the car, hot boxing.
Yeah, very creative.
Yeah,
that was it. We were literally hotboxing our living room. Like, this is amazing. Like, yo, this is it. And then you think about it, like when you get your wings, you would hope that like they would still be insulated and cool and warm for you when you have them. That's often not the case. So we were like, dang, bro, we gotta make sure like when we have our stuff boxed in, it's hot, it's ready, and it's fresh. So that's really like literally like if it's hot in the box, and it literally just came together hot box. Oh shit.
Yes.
Okay, well look, man, I'm appreciative, Jordan and Luis, for coming through.
Yes.
I apologize for sending y'all to the wrong address. I sent y'all to my house to drop off the hot box, man. That was the real reason why I gave y'all the address. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't want to share it with the group.
It probably really was the reason.
Well, once we get the new sauces and stuff, we'll make sure we bring them over here to y'all so y'all can definitely try the news. We want to make sure. Well, actually, if y'all like it, we would like y'all to be the first testers of the new.
Yeah, heck yeah, come here. We
Oh
can do
yes,
all that.
because ladies first.
Yeah.
What y'all talking about? Right, ladies first.
I told y'all he is a mess, man. I believe in her, yo. She is a mess, yo. So yeah, let's do that, man. Let's do that. And when we do that, I'll set it up to where we got a nice little set. It's not going. We can't crowd the place, as you see, But listen, Big K got things he got going on. He working it out. So ahead of time, just let us know. We'll focus on making some room and having a good show that day as well. So let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. All right. Yo, again, that's the Hot Box, aka Jordan. We got my homeboy Luis, and name the other partners.
My homeboy DeMarco and Silas.
All right, that's a bet. And we're gonna have them back, man. Y'all go look them up. The Hot Box ATL on Instagram. I follow them. Support these young brothers, man. They out here trying, man. Not trying, they doing.
They doing.
Coming to a living room near you.
You know what it is? It's quite a one big deal. And actually, we way over time. And I appreciate you, Kim, for allowing this. You heard? Shout out to Kim, man. I got to, because Kim has been so damn supportive. He wants to. It's a Sunday. You heard? We're taking him away from all of what he wants to do and what he normally do, right? But and Zay, my homeboy Zay too. Zay, where can they find? Come to the mic real quick, Zay. I never get a chance. I never had a chance to actually speak to you.
Come on down.
Yeah, real quick. You come to this mic right here, real quick. Zay, where you from, yo? You from the South Side, right?
Yeah, I'm from the South Side.
Nice. And how long have you been doing this whole filming thing?
I've been doing the filming for like a couple months, but I've been doing clothes for a couple years.
Right. Now you got your clothing line is Southside, right?
Now the clothing line is called Alafia.
Alafia. Explain that for me.
Alafia comes from Ifa, it's a West Nigerian Yoruba religion.
Get your African. Nah.
Oh man,
that was in the song, right? Kumbaya, Lafayette.
Yeah.
Oh word. That's
okay,
dope.
get all right, Jess.
How old are you, man?
22.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Support these young boys out here, man.
Hey, they
not boys, these young men. You know,
they getting it, baby.
We got 3 young men in here doing their thing. Y'all gotta support it, man. This is why we do this, man. This DLE radio thing, man, to support the young men coming up and trying to change,
right.
how the narratives are in the world. You know what I mean? Because without this, how else would we get this off? Check it out, man. Y'all go support my homeboy, man. This is I could. Hey, his name's Zay on Instagram. Zay, what's your real name, bro?
Xavier.
Xavier.
My Instagram is _Zay1.
Zay1. And listen, he got multimedia, clothing. He got a clothing company. He down here in ATL doing his thing, man. And he actually come through and support us, man. And we just got him to come out and record and everything. I just asked for y'all, any young men out there that's doing music videos, or I think you also didn't you say you was working on some kind of film or something?
I did a documentary.
You did a documentary?
Yeah, I already put it up.
Yeah, so he gonna come do a documentary for us. But he got a documentary on YouTube. What's the YouTube page, yo?
Yeah.
Alafia the what?
The brand.
The brand. Alafia the brand. Alright, Alafia is ALAFIA. The brand. Look it up on YouTube and everything, man. And look up DLE Radio on YouTube. Alright, just type in DLE Radio. However you want to type it, with the dots in the middle of the letters, whatever.
Use the dots.
Use the dots.
Yeah.
And please look up the Hotbox ATL, all right, on Instagram, and just support them. And you got another page though, your media page, am I right?
Yeah.
What's that page?
It's called IAF Media.
Mm-hmm.
You can find us at IndieAF_media. It's a logo with there's a fox on it with IAF on it. So yeah.
All right, cool. So stay tuned. We're gonna get some wings here at some point, all right? And we're gonna test these wings out.
Man, he just got me excited. But what did you do that for?
I think those are wings coming in.
I was like, did I miss something? Exactly.
I'm hungry though. I'm hungry. That's why I'm tripping. I'm hungry. So that's what it is, man. And I appreciate everybody for stopping through and just taking a little bit of time out of their football Sunday. I understand that my team lost at 1:00.
They did.
All right, stop, because the Dolphins lost too. All right. And I just want to say I appreciate everyone for taking time to come check out DLE Radio. We will join you guys again next weekend, same time, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Also tonight, I got a dope show for y'all tonight, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. I mean, just log on to DLE Radio and you can listen to The Love Scene. Yeah, with me. Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. It's dope though. I ain't gonna lie, it's dope. And what I'm saying is we basically what I did was, instead of the Quiet Storm, where and granted it's nothing but respect to the Quiet Storm and Lenny Green and everybody, I learned from that, but I recognize when R&B is being played at night, slow music, slow down music, whatever you want to call it, baby making music, whatever you want to call it. It's not played in a sequence. It's like 1 minute you hear Khalees, I hate you so much right now, then you hear Brian McKnight. You know what I'm saying? So what I wanted to do is change, like everything we do here on DLE Radio, we changing the waves, the way radio sound. All right, so we supporting our businesses, we supporting these young men out here trying to have something going for themselves and making things happen. Sometimes I don't talk completely correct, but y'all understand where I'm coming from. All right, so music is, hey, look, all the artists, hip hop, R&B artists, reggae artists, shoot, I'm about to start saying reggaeton and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? We supporting everything, man. Send y'all music in, all right? Make sure it's clean, or y'all can give me the dirty version and play it on DLE Radio. Actually, I kind of want, I'm going to start changing that up. I think I want to keep it clean so that DLE Radio can be played in stores and wherever people are driving. They ain't got to worry about driving with their mamas or something and it's a cuss word popping out, all right? So y'all send y'all music in clean. Look up DLE Radio ENT at AOL. I think it's the livest ENT radio, all right, at Gmail. I say AOL at one point, didn't I? Yeah. Y'all still got Ames out there? Anyway, man, this quite a one big deal. All right, I got E.
Miss E.
Yeah, Miss E. Say it again.
Miss E.
There you go, because you in here now. That's it. Stamp. Sign, sealed, delivered.
Yeah.
Miss E, and I got my homeboy Just. All right, we're gonna try to get him back out here. Shout out to Dave G. All right, shout out to Bando and BP. We gonna make this happen, man. Ain't never gonna end. Shout out to my sis Meek too. Y'all gotta go check her out. All right, the Pink Elephant Show. Check her out. And that's it for this weekend, man. We'll holler at y'all next weekend. You know, we love y'all. Thanks for supporting. Yeah, we out. All right.
Thank y'all for having us so much.
Nah, man, we appreciate you, bro. God.
It ain't no problem, it's the problem, nigga. This looking posh, ish. I'm smoking moon rock, my bitch came back excited. She got the drop on the ops. It's all ish. Walking with sticks, one problem, we in it out. And that's on my kids, for real. Look, let's pop shit, let's pop this shit. I'm smoking moon rock, my bitch came back excited. She got the drop on the ops. It's all ish. Walking with sticks, one problem, we in it out. And that's what it is, no cap. Yeah, no cap on it. I put my stamp on it. Rhyme with sticks, my partner with Mac on him. He don't know how to act. Might wanna be back. One way in, one way out of that. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm just speaking some facts. Steady running up racks. Cardio with the pack. Yeah, I'm coming right back. Ain't got time to relax. Trying to get me some racks. My bitch got another bitch. For just looking away. She crazy, that's bae. Yo, what can I say? I'm trying to stay out the way. Gotta get me some cake, ain't without the games. I'ma pop it like Cooley. You try me, you lose it. I'm shit. I'm smoking moon rock. My bitch came back excited. She got the drop on the op. Oh shit. Walking with sticks. One problem, we in it out. And that's on my kids, for real. Look, let's pop shit. Let's pop this shit. I'm smoking moon rock. My bitch came back excited. She got the drop on the op. Oh shit. Walking with sticks. One problem, we in it out. And that's what it is, no cap.
Young nigga, no cap on it. LA go deep, I do laps on her. Image stay drippin' like that, homie. Creep through the back with the Mac on me. Cheese that your cheese with the turkey leg. She suck on the bone for the presidents. Coca-Cola for the residents. Hella focus from the peppermints. We don't do dirt. We just be drilling the earth. Hella bitches, whole lot of money. Orbit my universe. Keep it civil, ain't none of that. Cause we the ones shooting first. Keep it hip, all type of clips. Staple up you and your bros. Niggas, we back on it. Trust when I say you do not want it. Busting her face like a housewarming. Hop in a race with a stunt on them. Hella chains on my neck. Chevy sound like a vet. Shot it down with the set. Party down with the tech. Caterpillars on my neck. Make butterflies kiss my chest. Borderline from regret. I'm at the line with a check. She give me sign for respect. I sip a line for the neck. She give me eyes with a chest. She didn't die, she just next.
It's not gonna work with that kind of transaction completed.
Live CNT.
If you knew how hard it is to live without